Exactly.
Dennis comes at everyone's life.
Yeah.
Well, that forget the story about what's it called? When the dude said you're playing bad and you were playing bad and you look like you smell. Still, like why? You were playing bad.
No, I was playing bad, but he was typing it in the chat, bro. My team is so bad. And I'm just like, yo, say it with your chest in the mic. And he was just like, you guys are bad. All right, stop typing that shit then. Just say it. And he's just going, oh, yeah, bro, that's all your bottom right. I was like, yo, you sound like you smell, dude. That's what I said.
What does that mean?
Like, yo, my team is so bad. That's like a sweaty sound in my ear.
Welcome everyone to episode
21.
20? Episode 20. Well, I don't even know. Milestone.
Hey.
Drop the sound effects. Episode 20. Episode 20 of the WUWY Podcast.
Shout out. Yo, look,
WUWY.
We're pretty good.
That doesn't sound good in this format, Claude, please.
Oh man,
ear piercing.
Everything is off on this format. I'm on 24% recorded on my phone. If I leave at some point, that's what happened. It's okay.
Bye-bye.
They're gonna carry on.
He's gonna come back in text format.
That's not good. Anyway,
stop.
My apologies. I'm surprised. How are you guys?
Yeah.
Yes.
I got an A in
stressed out by finals.
A gang.
Yeah. No. I know you did that totally legit as well.
100%. Like all my grades this semester, bro. Studied. Took exams.
That's good.
Honor code, bro.
Yeah.
Any of my teachers watching, I definitely did not cheat on any.
Exactly.
I did not, dude. I don't know what Chegg is. Like, what's Chegg and Quizlet? I have no
facts.
My password isn't Chegg password.
I don't know, man. Those tests, bro, they were tough. But I pulled an A.
I like it, Darren. I like it. Cheating was really rampant, bro. People were really cheating, and I don't understand.
Yo, honestly,
what they thought.
If you fail a student during a pandemic, you're really a
you're really a bum. No, you're really a bum. Like I'm so lucky that all my professors are in the science department, so they all understand the severity of this virus.
Oh my gosh!
Super chill about their grades.
What were you saying, Claude? Sorry.
If I know like a couple people, they're saying, if classes were online next semester, they might just skip that semester and graduate late. Have you guys had the experience of online classes where it's just that bad, where you just be like, you know what? If this shit's online next semester, I'm not doing it.
No.
For this semester, at least, I was like, I'll stick it out. Next semester, if it's like that, I'm thinking about like getting a setup so I can like have a desktop and like have a proper desk.
Yeah.
Because right now it's like a small ass table with my laptop.
You might as well invest into the.
Yeah, exactly. And then it's like something I'll use for years, kind of thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll probably, and it's computer science stuff. So.
And Brian told me before, he was just like, they were prepared for this semester, right? Imagine next semester, they're gonna know how to set up all the online classes.
Yeah, that's why I think it wouldn't be as bad as it is now, though, because everything was rushed. Them throwing it together and like everything is new, so they don't want to like put too much on you. Like I think it would be a legitimate thing
like
next time.
Yeah, I think.
And I had an online class, and it's like. He just posts a bunch of lectures and it's like watch the lectures and do the test. I mean, the test, he did like a easy test format, but there are ways that you can have a legit test. Like I know one of my Sap, since he doesn't like being called one of my friends, Sap said like all his tests are like with a webcam and like there's somebody watching and you can't leave the browser. So they can make it very legit if they want. So it's like with the time and then not proper being like and not being in like the middle throes of like everybody's scared and confused, like when they're like, all right, now you guys know we're gonna step this up. Like I think it can work. It's just not what a lot of people sign up for normally because
it's also,
people want the college experience.
I think people have said it's kind of like classist in a way because like not everyone has access to like the a device or anything like that.
Right.
Some people have literally taken like the AP exams, like what's coming up, the College Board AP exams, on their phone, and like they had trouble submitting
Oh, what?
because like their only device was their phone. So it's kind of like it's hard that way because you can't like prepare for every student because everyone's in a different situation.
Sorry, did you cut you off, Justin?
No.
Did you guys hear about the College Board scam on Reddit?
I wanted to say that. Go ahead.
No.
No, Dennis, you go ahead because I saw it on TikTok and I'm not really that sure.
So College Board have been making like a lot of like media accounts like everywhere, Instagram, Twitter, and all that stuff, and they're like posting like, "Hey, who's trying to meet up and like I have the answers for the AP exam," or like who wants to like group up and do the AP exam together. But like it was worded so eloquently and like mature that you couldn't believe that it was like a
kid
18-year-old making the post. So basically, they call it sting. I think like a sting. It's they're just looking trying to cheat. It's just the College Board making different accounts to pose as like kids.
Bro,
they're doing the most,
they did C and then you at C at the Discord at the Zoom call.
Yeah.
Like no, we know it's not you. Like what?
Like
hello, fellow kids.
They're like typing and like using the like really good vocabulary instead of just like who's down to cheat.
They're not even using real emojis. They're using colons and parentheses.
Bro,
yeah.
The username was like fuck Dinosauce 333 though.
It was something weird.
So stupid. Yeah, like what?
Dinosauce. It was so dope. And then they have like legit bullet points of like how to get into the group or whatever they were trying to do. It was so stupid.
So they were just trying to catch cheaters?
They were trying to catch cheaters, yeah.
That's wild,
and then all the kids exposed it. It was like, yo, whoever, no one here.
They released his IP address. They released his address. They found the house.
And it was just some intern. It was some intern for a College Board.
They need a social media curator.
Wait, so like was he doing it a part of his job, or he was just bored and like?
No, I think the College Board was making people do it. Like they're.
Oh, okay. Because I could see that as like some bored intern who's like is at home and has no task to do because he's at home. Just be like, nah, let me mess around.
Let me mess around with the cheaters. I mean, possible, bro. Right. Like there's been things where like on Chegg, because a lot of people use Chegg for like the exam in college. Chegg doesn't they don't advocate for cheating, so they've been like teachers would pose questions. And they would post the answer. But if you get that question correct, they know you cheated and they will give zeros. But that's I'm pretty sure that wasn't fair. I mean, there's been cases like where they try to set up Chegg to make you fail like that. But
yeah,
doing the most to just fail kids during the course. So
like this semester, like if you fail me, I'm gonna come at your neck. I'm gonna find you.
You gotta be chill.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, all right, I'll be set.
I'll be ready. But this semester, no, you can't blame anyone for not being prepared.
Not being prepared.
People been trying to pass the time in weird ways though, on IG and stuff like that. Like the freaking what was it? The not pyramid scheme. Guys, it's not a pyramid.
Wait, I'm surprised you guys aren't here. You didn't come up. You didn't make money together with your friends.
No, bro. I don't know.
They put up in the WUWY Podcast chat. It's like, yo, I just need 4 more people. Come on, guys.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know why you guys weren't coming in with me. That's what I'm saying. Like, we could have made money together.
They said $20. Cash app.
Bro, it was just really funny watching it evolve because it went from
in the matter of 12 hours too. Because then the next day, nobody heard of it.
It was all gone. It was all gone.
Deleted.
It was just funny because it was like the beginning circle looked nothing like what you actually had to do to get to the top. Like the diagrams just started getting more and more detailed. Yeah, it was great. It was great.
Then I posted something. It was like first I posted the thing where it was like Michael Scott explaining a pyramid or whatever. Like he's like not a pyramid.
Classic.
And then the next thing I posted was like an aerial view of the Pyramid of Giza.
Yes, because it was in the whole.
It's literally the same.
The same photo, bro.
I didn't come at
anybody's
probably
started off as a joke.
I don't know.
Some people definitely.
There were some Cash App links in there, bro. I don't know. If
No, maybe at the beginning. Like
no,
the
it started
initial-
off with the initial scammer. Look, like if
That's
you
what.
make,
That's what.
if you
That's
make
what.
the circle,
That's what Bernie Madoff testified in court. It started off as a joke, guys. Come on.
they just kept giving me money. I don't have to use it.
It was just a prank, dude. I don't know why they kept going.
I mean,
What were you saying,
it was,
dude?
I lost it, but
Oh, my fault.
it was funny when we almost all fell for it with the knives like 3 years ago.
I was about to say
everybody want to sell
No.
knives.
The-
It's the same.
Nah, they were established. They
Okay.
sent letters in the mail, and when you're like 15 and you get a letter in the mail, you're like, "Oh snap! This thing is serious." Like I only got 3 letters at that age. It was like from people from credit cards being like, "Yo, take out college loans," and then like from my auntie in California who would send birthday cards. 3 letters I got. So when it came, I was like, "Oh snap! Yeah."
That's a sick combo, right? there.
I'll bleed out the company name because we don't want to offend
Oh,
any
sure.
or
Yeah.
get people upset.
Oh,
But like I got the letter. I went to the thing. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get a job.
Yo, me
And-
too, bro.
And the office was mad sketchy. It was just like,
Oh yeah.
Went
and the
in?
lady was like, yes, I got it. I was in an interview, and then it was like a group. It was a group interview when they asked me like, how do you guys work in a group? And they asked me all these questions, and then she was like, she just brought out a knife, and then she started just selling it, and then she sold it really well. And she's like, you know what? I'll get you guys to the same level. And then she convinced me that the handle was like, yeah, this is molten chocolate. Like we really make this from chocolate. And then everyone's like, oh, really? Wow. And then she's like, no, I'm fucking with y'all. Like,
I remember that, bro.
and then she just played. There was this watermelon too. Like I remember she sliced a watermelon. My whole memory's all fucked up right now. But I was like, yo, I'm gonna get this job.
So being
But
that
then,
you were the inside man, I had like a similar experience when my family went on vacation, but it was on like it was like a family's friend something. It was like their timeshare, and we were just like using it. But part of like using it is like
sure.
you have to like go to the seminar, and we try to sell you a timeshare, and it's literally the same premise. It's like some guy he tells his whole life story. He gets you real into it, and he's like, "Oh yeah, it's just monthly payments of like $400." Something like that, and it's like you go there like twice a week for the year, and it's like, oh, but your family and blah, blah, blah. And it's like the whole they sell it really well. Like people who know how to talk, it's crazy.
Yo, last year I almost got another scam too. My dumbass. I was just looking for it, but like every single time I catch myself last minute. Like I'll waste my time and go to the interview, but I catch myself. Thank you. But like it was like some marketing advertising thing, and so how it works was I went to like the startup place in NYC. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna work in NYC. I'm gonna be an intern. Da 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 da. But then, and they were like, oh yeah, we work with Fortune 500 companies and stuff. But like the actual job was like you would be outside in New York City selling like insurance, AT&T insurance cards and shit to people. And your income is determined based on how much you sell. Like it's not a fixed income. And then and it was just like mad scammy because there's like so many other companies doing it too. And this is the whole way. There's a whole Reddit thread on it. And so you got to look out for these things, man. People
Yeah, bro.
are trying to scam kids out here, and it's just not a good look.
They feed off the stupid.
Yeah, I think that we do have to make a distinction though, because the knife thing and that thing is just working on commission, and it's just like they're just using really cheap labor to like sell their products, as opposed to like the actual pyramid scheme, which is like you have to recruit people in order for you to make your own money back. Like that's the definition of the pyramid scheme.
Yeah, there's this thing called Market America that my uncles and my parents were in for a little bit. And they would sell like this like medicine that you could probably buy from like the medicine shop for cheaper. And I don't know how they did it. They had huge seminars with like a bunch of people. It was sometimes, and like the whole thing was just like, no, we're not a pyramid scheme. And then on like 2 slides after, it's okay if it's a pyramid scheme though, because like you're still gaining money. And I'm just like, They were trying to justify themselves, and it was so stupid.
Yeah, you just rob 8 of your friends, get to the top, you get to part C of the circle, rob 9 more of your friends, get to part G, and next thing you know, $800 Flavor Town, baby.
It was for like a residual income, but it would take like years to get to it, and you still have to recruit a lot of people who, if they quit, you're kind of screwed. It's funny, bro.
Yeah.
Quit like a while ago though, because I kept telling them it was a scam.
Don't trust people.
Market America, guys, watch out for that.
Just watch out, man. People get scared. People desperate, looking for things. Just if you're gonna find something, find the hobby. Don't find the job. I mean, find the job.
Speaking of like people looking for things, like in this like time too, and during the coronavirus, I've been listening to a lot of podcasts, and people are talking about like break-ins and stuff, and apparently that's happening a lot because niggas don't got money and niggas don't have a job. So
deadly combo.
So like. It was like last week, I walked down the stairs and I see my front door open.
Oh my gosh.
I'm like, hold on. And it is, and I just listened to a podcast about break-ins. So I'm like, what's going on here? And so I like look around. I make sure like there's like nobody like under a table or anything. I run to the kitchen. I get a knife. I get a big ass butcher knife. And I'm just walking around with this knife.
Like this.
Yes. I'm looking under the table. I go to my garage. I go to my basement. I say, if I see a motherfucker, I'm ready to stab a nigga in the heart right now.
Bro, he's gonna catch your arm if it's from here. You gotta go low, dude. You gotta go low. If you're up here, you're gonna see it. So you gotta hold it behind you. All
right, next time. You're right.
I guarantee Claude would scream and drop the knife. I guarantee. WUWY! Drop
it's like holding your punch like right here, and you're ready to punch somebody.
You're gonna get countered, bro.
I would have got countered. It would have been lit. Nah, I was really ready to stab someone if I saw them, but
oh my!
Thankfully, I think my dad just like my dad sometimes just randomly opens the door.
Thankfully, I didn't catch somebody because I would have dropped him right then. I would have caught a body.
I'm ready to catch a body.
All right.
I'd rather catch a body than catch feelings. That's what I know.
All right.
This guy said, "I'd rather murder than get heartbroken by some woman."
I'm just kidding.
Wait, speak of heartbreak. Speak on Doja Cat.
We
gotta say so.
She played y'all, bro. She played all the guys.
She said, what did she say? I'll show you my boobs really hard. All right, okay. I guess it's because they don't know her and they don't like watch her content, but she's a clown. So like,
100%,
it was obviously a joke. But like, I guess the people who need the horny be gone pills, they were out in bunches. Screaming, say so.
Streaming on every device they had at home, bro. On the Alexa, the Google Home, everything, bro. Everything.
That's insane.
It's so funny because it's a meme now.
She got to number 1, right, with the remix?
Yeah, she did.
She did.
I'm surprised.
I saw something. It was like the first time the first three slots for top Billboard was like all women. Yeah, and I was like, oh, that's dope.
What was the third? I know 1 and 2. I don't know 3. Yeah, Meg is 2. Meg and Beyonce was 2. I don't know. It might be Stuck With You, Ariana.
Whatever. Yeah. I was about to say.
Yeah. But then I listened to the remix, like, and Nicki's verse kind of like
Nope, not at all.
So I was just like, I mean, if it was
Beyonce slapped on Savage.
She did.
100%.
She did.
100%, bro.
I'm doing TikTok dance. I don't even have TikTok.
She ate that, bro.
She made fun of OnlyFans girls too. It was great.
Hey man, leave OnlyFans, whatever. Wait, Claude, you were most heated about this. You can't. Did you have an opinion, or was it
was just jokes.
It was on memes.
About what?
I mean, I would have liked to see it. Like, who wouldn't? Like, she's a beautiful lady. But yeah, it was just jokes.
It's a. Were you
mad at the lies though? No. I can't see people actually being like, no. I can't. I really can't. I think
majority of the guys hopefully were just memeing and just like Because like I know a lot of the comments were in like playful manner, but like I think some of them were actually tight. Some of them were genuinely tight. It's funny.
Okay, like if somebody said this like in the early 2000s, I could see more people getting legit mad because it's like, that's all you have. You got the internet, bro. Come on. There's a look
plenty
like,
of material,
and it's meme culture.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know.
She did end up like moaning into a mic, and
all right. I didn't even follow the story.
I'm just saying she gave something. I'm just saying.
I'm pretty sure she's like done that before
Exactly.
and made a whole beat about it.
I hear you.
Because she
have you never seen her scream press by Cardi? Sorry, Justin, cut you.
No.
She's like, I was on caffeine. I'm sorry. She's like, that's just who she is.
Yeah, she was making fun of how she was saying press, right? And then I think some Cardi actually came at her.
Cardi fans came at her. She's like, I wasn't making fun of her. I was on bad caffeine. Like, it's just like she just goes crazy. It's great.
Yo, it's good
but
stuff.
Speaking of lies, you want to talk about your king, Claude? Your so-called
Shut
king?
the fuck up. That's not my king is Six God.
Who is that?
Drake.
Drake? Six God?
I thought that was another one of your artists. I'm sorry.
That's actually not my king.
I would have believed it.
I thought that was like Little Harlem Tree. The other artist you're trying to put us on.
Don't
Jamaica.
Nah, Claude low key's on the early. He was on Polo Chef G and Polo G before. He's been there. He's been there.
He was on Pop, I think, too. Before.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Thank you. I tried.
Who's your king?
Not Tekashi 6ix9ine, but that's who Brian wants to talk about.
I didn't want to talk about it. You said you want to talk about it.
I mean, he's free. And now Charlamagne has to suck him down.
Did you see Charlamagne? Yeah. So I actually saw a Charlamagne clip. I don't know if you saw it. Did you see it, Claude?
Yeah.
Where he talked about not giving energy to it, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, he raised a lot of good points in there. I don't know. None of us are from the street. I think this was nice to have Justin here to talk about, like, because Justin's the hip hop dude.
Justin's from the streets.
No.
Justin was in Brooklyn 5 years of his life. He's from the streets.
We all live in the suburbs, bro. What are you talking about?
No, because Justin's like a hip hop historian. That's why.
I guess.
That's why. I'm fake. Like, I just listen to what I like. Like, I don't go deep into the catacombs and search up like, oh, I gotta hear that. I feel like Justin's more like that type of dude. Like, I had to know the vibe.
Okay,
back
fair.
whatever.
All right, point being, I'm from the streets, but like
so what is your guy opinion? My thing was this. It was I don't know. As not being from the streets, I don't think I have any footing to say this, but I was sort of looking at it from the thing of hip hop is more global, is separated from the street. And so I think that's why that type of culture can exist now, or something like that can happen now. And I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing that hip hop separates itself from the street as it becomes more and more popular, because it has to do that. So I think he's a bad example because of how much he was trying to be in that life and then used that for fame and shot at people and did bad things. So I think he's the worst thing. Like, he's the worst of both worlds kind of type thing. But in the future, I don't know if street codes and street ethics they're not always going to govern hip hop. And at a certain point, you have to kind of have to break away from that. I don't know. That was kind of in my head.
Yeah, it's like hard to say because that's really what it's ingrained in. That's where it stemmed from. So it's like, oh, you're running away from that. You're running away from your roots. So it's not actually hip hop. Like, that's the argument I think people can make. But I think him and just like his whole demeanor is just kind of like foolish, and like, I guess what I'm agreeing with Charlamagne. I didn't hear what he said, but from what you're saying, just like not giving that thing energy.
Yeah, Charlamagne,
which is like that's what like I'm about for a lot of things. It's like if I'm not with something, I'm not gonna give it energy to like fuel it, basically. But you were saying, sorry, what was he saying?
No, he was just saying we know how this ends. Like I think his big issue with it was like, I hate seeing people destroy themselves. And he's like, the only way this ends is dead or in jail. And you got out of the jail thing by snitching or telling or breaking all
Whatever
those
it is,
codes.
yeah.
And now you come out and you're still wilding and move 2 times in 4 days. So it's like he hasn't learned the lesson, destroying himself.
Right. Yeah.
And
like,
somebody's gonna get hurt, like in his family. Like he has 2 daughters so it's like,
and like
that was his
hopefully,
issue.
obviously, like regardless of what I think of him, like obviously you don't wish harm on somebody like that.
mm-hmm.
But like it's just that energy. It's like you said, it's self-destructive. So it's like you hate to see it. Like I know he, like, someone was telling me about it, but it's like he had like a hard like childhood with like his parents and things like that. So I guess he turned to the streets to try and get out of that. But then
I think the universal thing has been he was never in the street. He was just like a kid, and he was like,
Right.
I can get out of here. I just need your guns while
Right. Yeah.
I'm gonna scream, and I need your protection, and then we're all gonna make money together. So I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, again, like I don't want to. I'm not a fan of Charlemagne, to be honest. But like agreeing with that, where it's just like not feeding that energy type of thing is like the best thing to do.
The only issue I had with, I think we've also had the discussion where I'm like, once you cross the line, this I'm relating it to the guest convo we have. It's like once that's in your mind a little bit, right? Like then you have to go all the way. So what I'm trying to say is, if you're gonna talk about like not glorifying that or glorifying the issues, then how can we also celebrate like all the other bad things that hip hop talks about all the time?
Yeah. A lot of people are like, "Oh, you draw the line at snitching, but you glorify rapists and like killers and rap and things like that."
In the interview, he said like a Hove line was like, "You'll always be behind bars, even if you're not behind bars, like because you can't go anywhere. Like once you snitch." But like Hove is known for moving the weight, like
slinging dope.
That's a huge portion of his backing and his credibility and all that stuff. So he's the legend. He's the greatest rapper of all time for like all the old hip hop heads.
Right. Business wise,
entrepreneurial
rise.
Of course, but that's where he started, and that's what was celebrated was his music because he's doing that real stuff. But then snitching is the big issue that nobody can get over, and it's crazy.
Right.
So it's like
I see that argument too. I don't know. It's not being somebody who's like in that
in the streets, or just in the suburbs. No footing. No, there's no footing. We're just going hypothetical.
Whatsoever.
Nah, but again, like being that hip hop is rooted in that, in like street culture, I would say like respecting that. That's what I think he's like, people see that he's lacking. He's lacking the respect for street culture and just trying to do his own thing. Which, you know, when you're trying to do your own thing, sure, but like if it's affecting other people, that's where it becomes a problem, I guess. It's rough. It's hard to actually pin, but
I don't know.
It's an interesting topic. Like regardless, we're talking about him, and he's like an interesting topic to talk about. You know? Yeah,
I just hope it doesn't end badly.
Yeah,
exactly. It's already ended bad. It's already ended badly.
Yeah.
People who are involved with him and who are in prison and jail and what. So it's like, Claude, what is your opinion on this? Because like I feel like I don't know, maybe I feel like you listen to a lot of the rap, like the grimy, like
grimy.
I don't know about that. I mean, kind of.
I feel like more than me. I listen to Ariana Grande daily.
I listen to Ariana Grande too. But I think you guys are making great points here. But like with me, it's just I'm not a street dude, so I don't know the rules.
We get it. Yeah, we get it.
Which is why I respect. I don't know. Like I respected the opinions of like Meek Mill and other guys who are in those circles. And so they're like, yo, this is wrong. So you can't be doing blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, okay, I hold weight to his opinion. But, also, snitch. Sorry, nigga, I'm trying to come home. I get that as well.
The thing I did take from the interview the Schultz and Charlemagne talk was at a certain point, Charlemagne's like, there's no honor. Because Tekashi's thing is that they doing all this messed up stuff to him. They were stealing from him. They're with his baby mom, blah, blah, blah. And then so the Charlemagne's like, there's no honor amongst thieves. And then Schultz is like, well, if there's no honor amongst thieves, why is he not supposed to mention that? So it's like, but then that again, that's their world that we know nothing about and have footing to stand in. I think we have some. I think we're kind of justified in talking about the hip hop because we all enjoy hip hop. So that's why I wanted to make it like a broader argument. But
no,
I don't know.
It's like a sword kind of like, damn if you do, damn if you don't. Because it's like, if you wanted to, like, if he was gonna stay quiet, he's gone himself. You know.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. He's like,
and they kill him in prison too.
Yeah, they like.
Yeah.
So. I mean, his own options. Damn, bro.
I think most people who aren't in the streets totally understand the snitching, and it's like, who wouldn't do? Like, it makes sense to us, but also at the same time, I don't think a lot of us would have used all that weight that he did to do what he did. Like, you know, like he was living that life.
Yeah,
and then you can't be 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I just know I am 2 feet out and I'm in the suburbs and I'm happy. And
I am 2 feet
I'm
out.
blessed and I'm sorry.
1,000 miles away.
Exactly. I'm with my back turned because I don't know nothing about that and I don't have the heart for that. All the respect to the guys who can handle that because I'm a chump. So
that was like a year ago that we talked about him going in, right? That was like when we first started the pot.
Yeah, that's right.
Like
yeah,
the whole thing. That's crazy. Yo, we're talking about on a year, bro.
A year. Don't even get me started. I'm gonna cry.
Are you?
Yeah, we suck. What? It's okay. This is hidden. They're not gonna see it.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
fine.
sure.
It's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Yo, I had this weird ass quarantine dream. That's what I'm
Oh yes.
Because I think
quarantine dream. Oh, bars. Oh, you're a rapper.
Because I had one last time we talked. So this is a recurring sound, maybe. Quarantine dream. Claude, get a graphic going on, you know, above my head.
No.
Okay. But I had this dream because I've been thinking about like hair and like I have a lot of it and it's not like right now it's too much because it's just like I'm inside and it's just like it's too much going on. So I'm like, maybe I should cut it. Like I've been contemplating, and then like I was thinking like, my beard kind of thing. And then that night I had a dream that I shaved my beard, and I think I mentioned to Claude like that day or the day before. I was like, maybe I should just rock like a mustache, maybe some stubble around, you know. And but hear me, guys, don't judge me. But
no, we're judging. We're judging.
But then I was in my dream, I was like shaving everything but the mustache. And you know how like when you look away from the mirror and then you look back up. So like I shaved it and I was like, okay, mustache looks good. I looked down and then I looked back up and then my mustache was just like 6 hairs that was like growing out. And I was just like, damn. I looked down again and I looked back up and then like I saw my chin, which I haven't seen in like 4 years now or something.
Okay.
And it looked like freaking Big Ed from 90 Day Fiance.
I put Big Ed right on Justin's face right now. Boom.
And then I woke up and I was like, I told my brother my dream, and I was like, yo, never let me shave my beard, man.
Wow. Claude came to you in your dream, bro?
Nah.
Said don't shave it?
Nah, it was outside of my dream. But I just really don't know what it looks like, and now I'm scared. The unknown.
You don't need to know. It's all right.
I mean, if you're curious, now's the time to do it. I'd say.
Probably is, right?
You know, to see, just to, you know, you're not going outside. I mean, maybe soon, but
thing.
like, you know.
Like, my chin hasn't gone outside for like 3 years because it's been hidden.
Now's the time.
So, like,
now's the time to check it out.
It's probably super
like,
pale.
Exactly. That's my.
It looks like your scalp.
He's going to look like Sammy Sosa.
Wait, you
gotta put the picture of Sammy Sosa now.
That's gonna be the thumbnail. No, this is gonna be the thumbnail.
I can't make thumbnails.
Okay.
Oh my gosh! Shout out to Sammy.
No, but like I had a dream, right? I had a dream that I cut my hair.
Okay.
But it came out really good, so I think I should do it.
All right.
Yo,
so I think
cocky in his dreams, bro.
I think
I should fade it.
Back when I had an afro, and my parents hated that. That was like, I don't know why y'all let me have that. Shout out to Dennis, because I remember
Dennis
said,
we let you have that.
I remember Dennis. Dennis said like Brian had no hair, and I had a lot of hair.
Yeah.
And Dennis was like, Claude, you look good with no hair. Brian, you look good with hair. Y'all need to try. That explained this.
Yo, you guys got me tight.
Bro.
That's why. I want the
Peak-
afro back. No.
Peak Brian.
Go back to what I said. Oh,
Peak
wait,
Brian.
before you say that, Justin.
Okay,
I remember when I had the afro, I used to have dreams that my dad would come in and cut my hair, and I'd be distraught. While you were talking about dreams and hair, that's what came to
This
my
guy
Okay,
wakes
got
up
you,
in a
got you.
cold sweat. Not the fro. Not the fro.
Yo, nah, but peak Brian was high
Alright.
school flat top Brian. That was peak
Facts.
I
All
agree.
right.
I don't-
Why did I shave it?
What did I?
That's what I'm thinking.
I
Like,
had it earlier before it was like I had it
Before
when it was like
everybody
an
else had it?
early trend. I had it when it was early trend.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Then everyone hopped on it, and then called
everyone had
you,
it. So then I had to-
a bandwagon.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I cut it off. I'm always ahead of the curve. I can't be with like these other
I like
dudes,
your-
bro. Come on.
I like
Peak
your
Brian.
prom haircut when you had the twist.
Oh God, I hated that.
Why? That one was fun. Why?
You know what happened? I went
urban
in.
for you.
I went in and I was a barber I've never been to, and I was like, yo, can I get a flat top? And he was like, it's gonna be a little tight. I don't think I can make it. And I was like depressed. And I was like, can you curl it? And then he just curled it. But I don't know.
It looked-
I
I was
think
looking
looked
back
good.
at those pictures and
You
they
sent
make
me
me
a
want to
snap.
throw up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
I
sent me a
like close-up
snap
pictures
of
today.
us, me and Brian, and Brian's like, I'm ugly. And I said, I'm
Nice.
ugly too. And then Brian's like, you type sexy. I'm like, what?
Exchange.
No, he looks
Classic
good.
homie
He,
exchange.
he has his arms folded. No,
Bro,
it's like
bro.
it's low cut hair, no waves. It's a little fade. He looks good.
Bro, we looked bomb at prom. I don't know.
Okay, all right, shut up. You did. All right, let's relax.
Yeah, we all looked bomb at prom. I don't,
Facts. Wait,
Whatever.
short hair Justin? Medium height hair
Nah,
Justin?
bro.
Y'all don't know. Yo.
yeah, I don't know.
I'll put a
that.
picture of Justin right now.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't know the
Queens,
vibes.
Queens don't even know. The Queens chicks don't even know about
that
the
was
middle hair
before-
Justin.
They
That
will
was
know now because
before- Nah, that was before I started getting my hair faded. I look like a freaking uncle at the cookout, bro.
Nah, you
That
look,
was
you
not
look,
it.
you look like someone Michael Corleone would say I hit that.
He's like, that guy's giving me trouble. Nah, that's not Peak Justin.
Exactly.
That's suburban.
No, it was.
Justin.
It was.
Peak Justin.
You got-
Peak Justin
You
has
got
not
one of the
come.
most beautiful women out there. She grabbing onto your arm. I have that picture. I'll never forget that picture.
That was a funny picture.
Feeling the muscles.
Yo, I told you she tripped, and she was like, "Oh,
Yeah. Tripped
Turn my arm.
and fell in love with you. Stupid.
oh, y'all were late, but nah, it's okay."
What?
Anyway,
What just happened, bro?
Oh,
look, okay, going back.
wait, I was just bouncing. You went like this.
yeah,
I was going like this.
go back. Don't worry about it.
Like,
Back to it though. Peak Brian, flat top Brian, but so recently I was watching. What was it called? I know you haven't watched it, so I won't get too deep. But I was watching The Last Dance, the Michael Jordan like docu-series or whatever,
yes.
and I saw Pippen, classic Pippen, and I was like, "Yo, this guy really looked like Brian."
Yeah.
And it's like, look, he's not ugly. I'm not saying he's ugly. That wasn't a
I'm
diss.
putting a picture of Pippen on Brian's face right now.
This guy Claude is just putting in editing work for himself, like you don't have finals.
bro. But like you're built like Pippen, and that's a compliment, bro.
All right, okay.
Five.
For real. Pippen is 6'8", chiseled out of stone.
All
This
right.
man looks
And
like
you
a
not?
god. I'm not. Listen, if I look like Pippen, I know I've been single the past 20 years. That's all I'm trying to say. That's all I'm trying to
He's got a freaking nose in you, so it's not like it's just like the jawline and like with his flat top. That's peak Brian Pippen
always.
right there.
You guys do have similar head shapes.
Okay, great.
And the nose too.
We have curved
No,
nose.
different nose. Stop, Claude. Come on, stop. I'm trying to. take a look.
It's
This guy, he's
It's
hurt.
okay.
He's hurt.
Okay. Nah, it's fine. I can see it. I can actually see it. It's not.
I see it a lot.
There's a resemblance.
People aren't even going to notice the edit over your face. They're like, oh, that's just Brian.
Good thing I cut the flat top.
Nah, but that was,
Never catch me.
oh man. Yo,
What?
sports wise though, speaking about old heads, old sports head.
Not me.
Shout out to Tyson, Mike Tyson, not Fury Tyson, but who's planning to come back at 53.
He's not coming back. There's no
Bro,
way.
I think he's serious.
He said
what's
I'm
funny?
back, but he's not coming back.
You know what's funny too? I saw that old like 2006 Rocky movie where Rocky's like 50 something and he comes out of retirement to fight some like
Yes.
8-foot guy boxer who's like 20 years old. And I was like, damn, that's crazy because that's happening right now.
I
And
don't
Tyson was in that movie too. He's like,
I don't think he's gonna do it.
go get him, Vok. And sorry.
All right.
Excuse my ignorance, but is Tyson a lightweight or heavyweight?
Wow.
Mike Tyson is the #1 heavyweight champion.
Okay.
He's really short for a heavyweight, but he is a heavy.
He's like
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, isn't he short?
What?
Yeah, he's
how tall is he? 5'11"?
He's
He's like
like
5'11", but like 230.
think
Oh,
of yeah.
so he's
all
just
the
wide.
muscle.
Wide.
Think about my height, but like double my width.
Oh my god.
He would go in like this because he had to like close the distance and just punch people into another universe.
Oh my gosh! I saw some like compilation like all his knockouts, bro. I think some people died and came back to life.
Souls
Eyes
left
with back.
bodies.
Oh my god!
Like people would be like, why am I buying this when he's knocking him out in 30 seconds? It's like, is it even worth it? Like, that was prime Tyson. But like I watched his stuff recently and he's super like chill and mellow and he's had like DMT trips and like he's like he hates himself because he's like his ego was so crazy at that time.
Uh-huh.
I don't think it's coming back.
Maybe the fire's back, bro. You never know.
I think he's just like I'm back, like I'm physically like coming back, like
Okay.
working.
I'm in shape.
I don't know, but that's
Far-
far.
I mean, future sports is like. Sorry, what?
No, go ahead.
No, but like
future sports is what?
I don't know. You think they're gonna come back or like what do you guys think about reopening? There's been a couple protests. There's been a couple.
There was a protest in Comac, Long Island.
Bro, that's not even New York, dude.
I got my friends DMing like, "This is Long Island. This is how you guys." About people just like
We
protesting.
don't claim them, bro. That's not New York. That's literally a South country, just in fucking Long Island, bro.
I understand why people are frustrated though about like not being able to work and not having money. But like obviously,
America's not hitting us up with any money, and they're making us pay bills still. So compared
stimulus checks.
to where they're giving money out,
You
so,
can only keep the economy closed for so long. But I feel like what's happening is there's a lot of people saying like it's not that bad or like it's only like double the normal flu or like it's whatever. Like
you got to put things in
happy
perspective.
it worked. Like we should be happy it worked.
Yeah.
Like it's double what a normal flu is, and we shut down everything. Imagine
if we hadn't.
what happens if we didn't.
It's
So,
so
like-
it's so easy to say that it's not that serious of a virus when you haven't seen it firsthand. That's why all the workers, all the essential workers, are all stressed out about everyone trying to. We got to open up again. No, if we open up, there's another surge of people that are just infected again, and then there goes the hospital.
Yeah.
There's
I mean,
nurses and doctors dying because of the corona, and people still want us to open. Where are we going to find all the medical workers for that?
Right.
All of them are going to die soon because you're just going to open up for that? What? No.
Yeah. I mean, they have a plan. They have like the thing in phases. They, certain things are opening in certain phases. So it's in theory a good idea. It's just as far as who's gonna follow, what's gonna happen, and if people have learned, and it's just a matter of just like continuously sharing, like, hey, like, be careful. Like this it's not a snap of a finger and everything. Like that,
I think
it's the new norm.
Sorry, I think most people can get behind like. We're starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel, but like we have to keep walking through the tunnel. Like it's slowly we'll get there. Don't be mad that it's been a long time. I guess it's also really easy to say when
we don't
struggling to.
Yeah.
When we're 20-year-old college students living in Long Island.
Yes,
we're privileged enough to like
Thanks
see
to the
that
privilege.
we could just chill
Yes.
chill in the house right now, and I get people want to work.
But yeah, but a lot of the to who are pushing that narrative, like the rich people who are also home themselves, aren't going to have to go experience it in the workforce. All that. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
But the thing is,
Obviously,
like
it's dependent on situation.
the people protesting right now, it's just like they want the businesses around them to open up, not even just for them to go back to work. Like they're protesting out here for a haircut. Like you can just learn how. There's a lot of things that they're
so stupid.
Essential. Like I
Dennis
like
hates that sign so much.
For
the past 2 weeks, all I've heard is they want a haircut.
Bro, they're literally gonna want to open up the whole community just so they can go to Supercuts and get their bum ass buzz cut. I know they're not going to a solid barber. I know for a fact. And it's like, it's so dumb, bro. Like, just learn those small things on your own. People are learning new talents and hobbies. Not saying you have to, but if it's not essential, then you might as well. It just gets right, bro.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, people do have to put in perspective, like, what exactly is essential. Like, toilet paper, it technically isn't an essential. It still is a luxury that we do have, things like that. So, I mean, stay safe, stay protected, This is like something that's normal now, so
it's like, gonna be from what my mom says. It's gonna be something until like maybe next year, bro.
Disclaimer: his mom works in the medical field. It's not just his mom.
It's not. She's not. That's not just her chilling at home. She sees everybody. She sees the hospital.
Yeah. My mom just gets tight.
Like it's so bad because they don't see the old people, the young people dying in the hospitals by themselves. Nurses are talking about having to hold up a FaceTime for a person that's about to die because their family literally cannot go inside the hospital. So it irritates me because people are in this thing where like, oh, we can open back up. When in reality, they're opening up, and then who's going to get hit by it the most? Who's going to get hit by the viruses? The minorities, because that's all the workers that they want to go to. They just want to open up the businesses so the minorities can go freaking...
Dennis is on one.
Bro, it gets me so tight.
Take a breath.
It gets me so tight, man.
Right.
I don't know.
Yes. Positive thoughts.
You're it's warranted, but
yes.
But I think,
look, man,
they're not gonna win out. They're walling out. It's okay.
We got King Cuomo on the throne. We chilling, bro.
He's so good right now. Like it's me.
His stock is rising, but.
Bro,
should run.
Regardless of like hobby or whatever, at least find like an outlet that you can go to,
Yeah.
Like just find something, because at this point in time, like mental health, like your mental health is so important.
So important.
Like if that goes, then your body is next, So it's like just find an outlet, find something to stay mentally healthy as much. It's mental health awareness month, So
okay.
Yeah, there you go. Fit that in. Just keep it on your mind, stay safe physically as well as mentally.
Yes. I think that's the best way to wrap it, Justin. So
well said, Justin.
Bro.
Thank you for tuning in on the shorter episodes.
Yeah, short episode format.
We're trying to get our stock. Oh,
100%. Man.
I don't know.
Facts.
Like, share, and subscribe. I hate when people don't do any of that.
I threw up in my mouth just now.
Stay healthy.
Show this podcast to a friend. If you liked it.
Hey, can you stop? Thank you.
Like, subscribe.
If we were good enough, they would. Anyway,
if we get 1,000 likes on this vid, I will shave my beard.
No.
My white chin.
No.
I will make 1,000 accounts, Justin. Don't mess with me. We appreciate you, though. Thank you. I think that's it. We're out. Goodbye, guys.
Deuces.
Bye.